Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to do, well today and tomorrow, I'm going to do just a little spend the weekend with me vlog. I've got quite a lot to do, as always, around the house. It's being a homeowner, it's not always fun. But yeah, I do have quite a lot to do today. I'm also anxious. Sometimes when I'm anxious, I just need to rot on the sofa and watch YouTube and read all day. Sometimes, like other times when I'm anxious, I need to do something to like distract my brain. Today's one of those days. I've tried this morning just sitting and relaxing and it's making me feel worse. So today is just one of those days where I need to be doing something, but I don't really feel like going out. So I'm going to stay in, but I'm just going to get loads of jobs done around the house. I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I'm currently reading Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I do have a physical copy, but that's upstairs. Because I'm listening to it mainly, just throwing my lip gloss. I'm listening to it mainly on audio. So I think I'm just going to listen to that, do some jobs around the house, and then hopefully by this evening I'll feel a bit better and we can have a nice relaxing evening. I think today as well, in this video, I've thrown my lip gloss now 3 times. Also in this video, I think I'm going to update. I have like an Excel spreadsheet with all the series I'm reading because it's my goal by the end of the year to have eliminated a lot of the series that I'm just sat in the middle of. So I'm going to update that in this vlog, I think. I'm going to do a proper sit down video probably next month. So like halfway through the year of exactly where I am with all those series, do like a proper update. But it's been a couple of months since I've looked at the spreadsheet, so I think we need to get it kind of up to date so it doesn't take as long to update it when I film that video. I also need to edit a couple of videos today. I need to edit my May wrap up and my June TBR and get those ready to be uploaded because it is now the 1st of June and I haven't uploaded either of them. They will both go up, I think, before this video. But yeah, just gonna do a little weekend vlog, spend the weekend with me. I don't know how book related it's going to be. I'll do as much kind of book stuff as possible. I'm really in the mood to redo my shelves again, but also it's not smart because I'm getting some new shelves in like a month or 2, so it kind of makes sense to leave the whole reorganisation till I get the new shelves, so I've not just got stacks of books everywhere. So I really want to do that, but it's not smart, so we might just do a little bit of reorganisation in the book room, but not like fully redo the shelves, because yeah, I'm trying to be smart and not have to like redo them twice within a month. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean my kitchen now. Thrilling stuff. I've picked a really stupid outfit as well because the plan is to like bleach out the whole house today, and I'm wearing my white fox tracksuit, which these aren't cheap, so I don't particularly want to get any cleaning products on a tracksuit that wasn't cheap. Also the fact that it's June and I'm wearing a tracksuit, and if you have a white fox tracksuit you'll know they're quite thick, like they are warm tracksuits, and I'm having to wear it in June because that's how cold it is today in England. It's lovely and sunny on and off. It keeps going cloudy and then sunny, but it is cold today. It's really not warm. So yeah, I've got my tracksuit on. You might also be able to see here I've nearly finished the Grimald Place Lego set. I bought this secondhand around Christmas time and I've been putting it off because I don't like not having Lego to do. I always like just having one on the go. But I think it's about time we finish that, so I'll probably end up doing that today as well if I get time, or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'm now going to go clean out my kitchen. I need to scrub out the fridge. It's not like dirty. I clean the kitchen throughout the week, but throughout the week I just use like a little disinfectant spray, wipe down the sides, and then at a weekend I fully like, you know, get the bleach out, Zaflora, like give it a proper good clean. So yeah, that is the plan for now, to try and make me feel not as anxious, because I am not feeling good today. I've had an anxious few days, just most of this week to be honest. I've just felt really anxious and just not good. So yeah, it's just one of those weeks. I'm hoping that, like I said, by this evening I'll hopefully feel a little bit better, but we'll see. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. I'm trying not to like fight the anxiety too much. I'm just trying to do what I need to do and just live with it, but whatever. I'm gonna clean my kitchen now. I'm not gonna film loads of me cleaning the kitchen because it'll probably be a bit boring, but I am gonna listen to Betting on You whilst I clean. So I'm about I think I'm on like chapter 20, so maybe like a quarter, just under a quarter of the way through, I think, and I am really liking it. I've only ever read Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and I don't know why I've not read any of her books before now, because I love Better Than the Movies, and this has a very similar vibe. It's not as like movie related, but it's still got that same like rom-com kind of feeling, and it's just exactly what I'm in the mood for at the minute. So yeah, I'm going to listen to that whilst I go clean out my kitchen, and then we'll see what else I'm going to do. I've already done a load of washing. I'm going to put another load of washing on now. I don't really do loads of washing in the week. I tend to do it at the weekend so I can get it outside. And yeah, that's the plan for the day, is just clean everything I own. Just girly things, my hot water bottle, because I'm so cold, even in my tracksuit. Just making some pasta for my dinner. We're having a girl dinner, tuna pasta, and I'm just listening to Betting on You. I've brought the physical copy down like just for vibes, but I am listening to it on audio. That's the current situation. Just got my second load of washing nearly finished. Such an exciting life that I lead. We're going to ignore two things. We're going to ignore that I've spilt juice all down my jumper, so we'll just pretend you can't see that. We're also going to ignore that I'm filming this clip on my phone because my camera just died randomly and I've barely even used it today, so that's cool. I've decided I am going to do a little shelf reshuffle, because every time I walk in here I just look at my shelves and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. So we're not going to do a full, we're not going to take all the books off now or anything. I'm going to do that in a couple of months when I've got the new shelves as well. But we're just going to do a little rejig for now. So down here, these are all unread or half-read books. So first of all, I don't want them to be taking up a shelf. I'm just going to take them off and do like stacks over the other side of the room of unread books. So that is step number one, is to get all of these books, ignore the ugly angle, all these books out of here and get them stacked up. I'll do a stack here actually because there's not that much room over there at the minute. Basically we've got two spare rooms. The other one, this is one of them. The other one at the minute is full, but we're going to be emptying that room and redoing it. When we redo it, I'm going to have some extra bookshelves in that room, and some of the furniture that is in here is going to go in that room as well, so I can also have more shelves in here. So essentially we're going to be maximising bookshelf space, but we can't fully maximise it until we've got that room. So we're working with what we've got at the minute. And then I do have my TBR cart as well, which is full, hence why I'm stacking these books on the floor, because there's physically not any more room on the TBR cart. So as soon as there is room, I will move these books over, like from here over onto the TBR cart, kind of little by little, as I said, as we actually make room. This is in some ways a futile exercise because currently there is a little unit in front of this bottom shelf, which means you can't really see it that well. But I think my plan is to put some of my fantasies that I don't want to get rid of, but they're not my favourites, down there. Like, you can still see them, it's not completely blocked, but it's not the first thing that like catches your eye when you walk in the room. So it makes sense to me therefore to put books that I like, or I like the covers of or whatever, and I want to own them, but they're not my favourites. I don't need them on, like, you know, prime time display in the middle of the shelves. So I think that is going to be the plan for this side. And then I'm going to try, I'll show you in a sec, I've got two dystopia shelves. We're going to try, keyword try, and condense them into one shelf to give me an extra romance shelf, because I've got romance books coming out of my ear holes and nowhere to put them. So we'll see how that goes. I think my Lee Bardugo books can move down more out of sight. I did like the Six of Crows duology. I didn't like the Shadow and Bone trilogy very much. but I like the idea of having them all because I've got the other two, King of Scars and something about wolves. Is that the case? I don't know. I've got them two to read. So if I end up hating those two, I'll probably unhaul a lot of them. But for now, you know, it kind of feels like it makes sense to keep them. I did enjoy Fourth Wing. I didn't like Iron Flame. I also don't like Rebecca Yaros, and I don't plan to buy any more or continue with these. So we'll put these right in the bottom corner. Right, we've got some more series on here as well. So we've got the Lord of the Rings series. I've only read the first two. I've read The Hobbit and then the first one of the actual Lord of the Rings trilogy. I didn't love them, to be honest. I didn't hate them by any means, but I'm not like obsessed with them. So I feel like they can go down there. Honestly, like all of these, I did like the Raven Boys quite a fair bit actually. So maybe we could pop that one there. But realistically, all of those fantasy books can go. They're ones that, if it comes to it and I need the space, I will, like this bottom shelf that I'm putting all these on, if I completely run out of space and I need to do an unhaul, this is like the first shelf I'll go to, and most of these will probably go. But I don't have like a burning desire in my heart to get rid of them either. Do you know what I mean? So that's now given me more space, which is nice because my Divine Rivals books have been getting more and more squished up, and I actually want these covers on display. So it now means we've got this space here to display those, which is nice. I think I'm going to move a couple of books from the shelf above and then display a couple. Should we do like, we could move these ones down here. I really like these three fantasy books, by the way. Does that look quite cute there? I don't know. It does for now. And then you can't really now see what I'm doing. And then on this shelf here, this is so awkward doing it on my phone, I'm very sorry. And then we've got this shelf. I quite like these three together because it's like orange gold vibes. Obsessed with this trilogy. Not obsessed with this one, to be honest. This could probably move down to the bottom one as well. So again, I'm just not obsessed. I didn't really like it too much at all. And then the Night Circus I'm obsessed with, so I might do this like a little forward facing moment over there. And then I hate the height difference. Why are all these three different heights when they're all bloody paperbacks? Right. This is so awkward. So I've just rearranged these three. I didn't love any of these three books, to be honest. But they could just kind of be there. Should we mix it up and put them like that maybe? Just to make the shelf. I don't know. I don't love how the shelf looks, to be honest. But for now, it will do just being like that. Again, these are ones that I might unhaul in the future, but they all have really gorgeous covers. And I didn't hate any of them to the point that I'm like, get them at my site. But yeah, I just didn't love them. I might swap actually. Yeah, let's move these around because this one with the gold sprayed edges obviously has a black cover, so that kind of matches with the black. And then we'll do Legends and Lattes, which I love, and then Priory of the Orange Tree, and that is now that shelf. And then these are the two dystopia shelves here at the top. Am I delusional for thinking I can get those into one? Almost definitely, yeah. We might be able to do maybe 1.5. That could be a compromise if we try and do 1.5. Oh, it's annoying because I have so many like mid-romance books that could go with the mid-fantasy books, but I just don't really want to mix shelves. I like the fact that I've got a full fantasy shelf and then a full romance, so I don't really want to mix them. So I'm going to go now and see if I can condense these in any way into one shelf. Oh, this is so delusional. By no means am I obsessed with this. I've managed to fit a fair amount of them on the top shelf, and then I've had to just do a few here. So I've done all my YA. There are a couple of adult dystopia on there, but it's mostly YA on the top. And then I've got like my more classic ones here. We've got technically a bit of a sci-fi. George Orwell, Ray Bradbury, you know, like classic ones. And then we've got my Margaret Atwood books. And then we've done like a 180 over into romance. So when I get more shelves, my plan is to move all the dystopia books off this shelf completely and have a full romance shelf. This is just a temporary measure, because also I am going to get the rest of these in physical copies, so obviously I'll need a lot of room for that series. For now, I've just done my special edition of The Hating Game, the normal paperback, and then my 2 Emily Henry books. I have read most of Emily Henry's books. I just only own those 2 and Funny Story, which I haven't read yet, in physical copy. And that's just freed up the romance side a little bit. These bottom 2 shelves really are still a bit of a mess, but my hamster currently lives here, bless him, in his big palace. We are considering maybe moving the hamster into the other spare room as well. His name is Parks, named after Magnolia. I don't like calling him just the hamster. His name is Parks. We're considering moving little Parks because the other spare room is bigger. So we might be moving him into there when the time comes to redo that room. We don't know, we will see. So I'm just kind of ignoring these 2 bottom shelves until then, even though some of my favourite books are on these shelves. This is why I need to do a full rejig, because we've got like dystopia taking pride of place, and don't get me wrong, the Divergent series is one of my favourite ever. There are some books on here that I love. I love George Orwell's books, but then like there's a lot of books up here that aren't my favourites, and they're kind of taking the, you know, like the biggest spots on the shelves, like the parts that you actually see. And then we've got some of my favourite books shoved down at the bottom. So once we properly rejig this room, I am going to do a full shelf refresh. We'll take all the books back off again. I'm quite happy with the fantasy side, to be fair. I think that's not as bad, but the romance definitely needs another. I only did it like a month ago, but I still don't like it. So the romance definitely needs another rejig, but that'll do for now. It's definitely better, in my opinion anyway, than it was before. But I'm now going to go and have a nice bath. I'm going to read on my Kindle, I think. I've read quite a bit more of Betting on You. I'll let you know when I've finished it and kind of give you my final thoughts. But I'm just going to read on my Kindle for a bit, which is for another video. And yeah, I will get back to you when I've had my bath, and we're going to make some tea. Hello, I've had my bath. I'm now cooking my tea. We're having a girl dinner. I had big plans. I was in the mood for like a really nice, properly cooked meal. And then the day just kind of got away from me. So I'm having vegan chicken dippers and chips. Proper girl dinner. Because I just can't be bothered. Like, it's just got to the point of actually cooking the tea, and I'm like, I still want an elaborate meal, but I don't want to make it. So we're having chicken dippers and chips with some mayo. Love mayo. Anyway, I've now finished Betting on You, and I'm not quite sure how to feel. I love the vibes. I love Lynn Painter's YA books. I think a lot of YA books, sadly, I have grown out of a little bit. I've always loved YA. I'll never feel too old to read it. But I do find it hard now sometimes to connect to it. Now that I'm 25, obviously oh, my alarm's going off for my tea. Well, it can stay in the oven another few minutes. Where's my phone? Now that I'm 25, obviously I'm out of the age bracket of YA. So I do sometimes find it a bit harder to relate to them and, you know, just understand their thought processes. But I actually did like the characters in this one. They are basically, I don't really know how to describe the premise, like, they meet on a plane and then they don't see each other for a few years, and then they end up living like in the same area, and basically the bonding point, the thing that they kind of initially talk about even when they don't like each other, is that they both have divorced parents. And that it's not like an overbearing theme in the book, but it's definitely a theme that runs throughout the book, especially with the female main character coming to terms with all the changes in her life and stuff now that her parents are divorced. And as someone whose parents are divorced, that kind of helped me relate to the characters a bit more. Even though it was a long time ago for me that my parents got divorced, I was just a little bit younger than the characters in this book. I don't know exactly how old they are, but I was around their age or a bit younger when my parents got divorced. So that was kind of a point where I could relate to them more, which was nice. But I just don't know how to feel. I was loving it for most of the book, and I was really rooting for them to be together. But I don't understand the third act conflict. I just don't get it, because obviously she's annoyed at him about the bet thing, which makes sense. But then I don't understand why he I'm going to be very, very vague, by the way, because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't understand why he kind of backs off. If you know the bit I'm talking about, if you've read the book, I don't get why he did that. It doesn't make sense, because it's not like he's never been in a relationship. Like, he's been in relationships before, and I know he's had his heart broken, but like, I don't know, it just, his reaction didn't feel like it fit the situation. I don't know. So I didn't love that, so I don't actually know what I'm going to rate it. I'm thinking maybe like 3.75. But like, that feels a bit low because I did really enjoy it. So maybe it is a 4. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that one and get back to you on it, because I don't know what to rate it. But it's somewhere around 3.75, 4-ish. But anyway, I best get my tea before it burns. There's one thing about me. I love burnt food. So these, you can't really tell like how golden they are on camera, but these are quite well done. The chips are like nice. I wouldn't mind if these were a bit more done, but the dippers are definitely ready to come out. Look at me stood here doing a plate up my tea. You know, like the people on TikTok who like plate up my tea, but like they've actually cooked something. And I'm stood here showing you putting chicken dippers and chips on a plate. How do I have the nerve? But yeah, this is what I'm having for tea, and I'm really quite hungry. So it's not a massive portion for me, but it's probably more chips than I would usually do. Because another thing about me is I get bored within the same meal of eating the same thing. So I don't mean eating the same thing on different days. I do that all the time. My diet does not vary that much day to day. I very much stick to the same things. But what I mean is, like, in one meal, I can't eat too many like chips, for example, because I just get bored. And it's not even that I'm full or that I don't like chips. I love chips, but I just get bored of eating too much of the same thing in one meal. So like, if I could have a picky dinner or like a picky tea every day, that'd be perfect for me. I just love like having a little bit of everything. I was tempted to do that here, but I really couldn't be asked to figure out the timings. Yeah, my ideal would very much be just a little bit of everything for every meal. But that's not what we've got. What we've got now is a plate of chicken dips. What is probably an obscene amount, but I think an appropriate amount of mayonnaise. Apologies, you can probably hear a lawnmower. It's now Sunday and I'm just sat out in the garden. It's really nice weather. I am kind of sat in the shade, so I've got a jumper and I'm going to sit under my blanket. But it is actually quite warm today. I've just got my hair slicked back with my rosemary oilings. It's hair wash day. This morning I just nipped and did a food shop. Had my little smoothie bowl for breakfast, like you'll have seen. And yeah, I'm now just going to spend the day sat outside reading, because I got like all my house jobs done yesterday, which means I'm essentially free today to sit and read, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna get settled, get comfy in my little swinging egg chair that I'm in, and just sit and read. So wearing my Magnolia Parks jumper, which I'm just obsessed with. It's from Literature Stitches and it's the tattoo one. I opened it in my bookish vlog that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, and I am so obsessed with it. So yeah, I'm just sat snuggled up in this. I'm just sitting down to edit this video and it's occurred to me, I'm pretty sure I never ended it. So I haven't actually got like to the end of the edit, so I don't know if this is going to be a really abrupt ending. Sorry if it is, but I just wanted to pop in quickly and say thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up down below. I never know how people feel about vlogs. I don't know if people prefer sit down book videos or if they prefer vlogs. So you'll have to let me know which ones you prefer. Give this a thumbs up if you did like it so I know, you know, I can compare what people tend to like. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!